Hello, thanks for joining us on the 1 p.m. news on NT Channel 5 Abuja, the Unity station. I am Abdullah Hejia with the news. First, we begin from the Federation. With the Secretary to the Governments of the Federation, George Akume, addressing the Congress conference participants. He brought to light the sub-theme of the Nigeria at 63 celebration, which is a low-key celebration. He threw more light on the major reason backing up the low-key celebration, promising Nigerians rapid solutions to the present state of the economy and curbing the fuel subsidy situation. Moving on, tragedy was on this Monday averted at the Justices' Chambers of the Supreme Court over an inferno which occurred at about 8 o'clock. Serafino Okonomekwe reports that with prompt responses from the FCT Fire Service and other disaster managers, the inferno was contained.
The exact cause of the fire outbreak at the Justice's Chamber of the Apex Court of Nigeria is unknown, but speculations are that the fire incident was as a result of an electrical spark. Staff of the Apex Court were proactive as they began using fire extinguishers to put out the fire before the arrival of men of the FCT Fire Service.
The fire affected one office, and as we arrived, we started fighting the fire through the window. We broke the window before the fire. When it went down small, we now gain entrance through the door, and we completely control the fire.
The fire service responded immediately as they got the information, and the DPO was also on the ground, and our men secured the place, and the fire was put out.
The Director of Press and Information of the Supreme Court, Festus Aweneri Akonde, says, with their functional e-library, documents destroyed by the fire will be recovered.
For the books that were touched, they are replaceable, even also in hard copies as well. Every chamber is unique in the sense that that is where the justices operate from. But for your information, this thing will happen anywhere. We have fire outbreaks in markets and offices outside. So there's nothing so special about where it happened.
Legal activities commenced almost immediately as no court was affected and no life lost. Meanwhile, the FCT Police Command has confirmed the fire incident and says investigations are ongoing by appropriate authorities to ascertain the cause of the fire. In Abuja, Serafina Okonomekwe, NTA News.
Acting Director General, National Commission for the Coordination of Proliferation of Small Arms and Light Weapons, Otumba Adegbenro, has called for a holistic approach to the issues of tackling and controlling the importation of arms to the country. The acting DG made the appeal when he visited the Director General, Project Nigeria, a non-governmental organization that specializes in the promotion of good governance in Nigeria. Aisha Bashir completes the report.
The proliferation of small arms and light weapons, popularly known as gun running, has caused more harms not only to Nigeria but the continent. However, with the current security situation in Nigeria, efforts are geared towards reducing, if not complete eradication of smuggling the deadly weapons to the country. While soliciting the support of the Project Nigeria and other NGOs, the Acting Director General Otumba Adegbenro seek the collaboration with relevant stakeholders in calling for stiffer penalties to deter the menace.
Till date, as we speak, nobody has been brought to justice being caught with ammunitions. So as I'm on board now, I've taken a different approach to it. Right now, with the President's mandate, it is only for all of us to come together and make sure that we have a safe place.
Director General, Project Nigeria, Mariam Yunus Adenjaki, assured the Commission of their total support to every step taken in eradication of the menace. She added that the volume of illicit weapons has reached a frightening dimension, fueled by weak security architecture and corruption, as well as absence of adequate punishment for the traffickers.
Our organization is involved with development of project concepts, implementation and management for private organizations and government institutions and agencies. Our focus is essentially on promoting community-based cooperation.
Small arms, as explained by the ECOWAS Convention in 2006, are arms used by an individual and which include firearms and other destructive weapons that are capable of destroying human existence. Aisha Bashir, NTA News.
The Federal Capital Territory Administration's Directorate of Road Traffic Services is to arraign owners of 149 impounded vehicles, 100 tricycles and motorcycles before a mobile court for various traffic offences. Director Road Traffic Services Abdulatif Bello stated this during an event to flag off routine inspection of the unit zonal offices in Abuja. Hawagimba tells us more.
In furtherance to the Federal Capital Territory Transportation Traffic Rules and Regulations, the Director, DRTS, Abdulatif Bello says it is expedient that FCT residents, especially motorists and commuters, obey the laws for safety. He explained that traffic offences include parking in unauthorized areas, driving against traffic, and operating unregistered and unpainted taxis, as well as illegal motor parks. He advised that it is cheaper to be on the side of the law and obey simple rules and regulations.
What really happened is that we were waiting for the authority to give assent to the review of our transport regulation, which was done late last year. But of course, all those offences have been reviewed, and then their fines are equally reviewed upward. So of course it is going to be very weighing on those road traffic offenders by the time they face mobile court. I'm sure it will serve as a deterrence. The vehicles that we have today that will face the mobile court are 149, and then we'll have Kekena Pep who are brought in for route violation, well over 100, and the same for motorcycles.
He further called on commercial motorists to register and operate within the defined routes, stressing that those who patronize motor parks are not to pick indiscriminately from the road corridors. He said traffic regulations have been reviewed, adding that fines will equally be reviewed upwards. He emphasized that traffic offenders will pay hugely when they face the mobile courts. Hawagimba, NTA.
Investors has shown that what the Nigerian society needs is more than the conventional approach to economic development. A host of dignitaries made this submission at the public presentation of a book titled Academic Entrepreneurship in Nigeria, authored by Director University of Abuja Business School, Professor Isa Abdurrahim. Onotu Yakubu reports.
Graduates don't know anything about those packages.
Scholars have argued that over the course of time, the courses set up to spin a booming economy in Nigeria have produced managers and not business creators. This trend appears to have created a disconnection between the society and the academia. This challenge is what the author and director of business school at the University of Abuja hopes to address and engineer a breakthrough to enable the academic environment give what it has.
Academic environment to look at ways of generating or increasing the tuition fee. It is a way of commercializing whatever knowledge that we have in academic environment.
We need to harness this funding to make it very formal. The only way to fight poverty now is really to make a direct fight with the poverty.
11 chapters and 281 pages. Academic entrepreneurship in Nigeria analytically x-rays the critical role of universities in an increasingly entrepreneurial Nigerian society. Book reviewer Professor Mukhtar Haliru says the book is an inroad away from the norm of researches targeted at earning academic qualifications to commercializing research for self-sustenance.
Beyond just researching, that because they focus on areas that could actually solve societal problems, actually solve problems of industries, these researches could actually be commercialized because it will solve a number of problems.
It's not just good enough to do research, but you have to do research that is practicable.
Beyond the book presentation was also the launch of Professor Abdurrashid Na Allah Entrepreneurship Development Foundation, aimed at creating a paradigm shift in mentality to financial breakthrough in the University of Abuja community for self-sustenance.
What I also hope the foundation will do is collaborate, both locally and internationally, have fellows, so that people can come and do fellowship, but also have partners.
Stakeholders applaud the thoughtful initiative to answer the burgeoning cases of unemployment in every stratum of national development in Nigeria. Onoto Yakobo, NTA News.
You're watching the 1 p.m. news on NTA Channel 5 Abuja. Still to come on the news. Jam'iyyatu Ansarudin Tijaniya celebrates Eid al-Mawlud. This and more in just a moment.
Good evening, glad to have you join us.
Thanks for joining us on Weekly News Wrap.
Thank you very much for having me.
And it is on that note we welcome you to today's edition of the program.
I will celebrate creativity, lasting impressions.
There's no book stating that this is the role for men.
On the news.
On the news at 7.
The little station NTA Channel 5 Abuja would say have a lovely day.
Thank you for staying tuned. Now, sickle cell victims and widows in their hundreds residents in Nyanya, a suburb of the Federal Capital Territory, benefited from O2 outreach program aimed at empowering and enlightening them on the activities of the financial outfit known for uplifting and changing lives. Sefia Inoma Uche brings us details of that report.
O2 is a global financial outfit known to empower individuals and groups for life-changing effect. Its outreach to Nyanya, a suburb of Abuja, began with dances at the palace of the chief of Nyanya, where victims of sickle cell anemia and widows gathered. Yuligwe Martha John has been a widow for 12 years and has passed through a lot of challenges. For her, the visit of O2 is a blessing.
They are really trying. In fact, they've been of help. Most of them, they've been supportive. Financially wise, food wise, and so on.
I've been battling for long, and I'm thankful that they give me the drugs. It will help me.
Organizers say the program is to appreciate them for their patronage so far and give back to the society.
We organize this outreach to see how we can help the widows in our little way. And the situation of the country is not friendly, and people are really struggling. So with the little that we are earning, we feel it is okay, we can share with our mothers that are really passing through challenges.
It's part of the company culture. You, at one point or the other, you do a charity work to reach out to some special groups. And for us here, we decided, to reach out to those with sickle cell and the widows.
It's our own way of saying thank you to the entire member of the auto community and the business environment, to appreciate them for their kindness and tolerance and thriving our business as auto company.
I thank Almighty God for this visit today and the things you brought for the needy in the society. I say thank you. May you all continue in this spirit.
For the sickle cell victims, monthly routine medication was provided, while the widows took home some food items to cushion the effect of the economy downturn. She is encouraging people to join the Otto family as it is beneficial to all. Safia Noma Uchi, NTA News.
Away from that, children are gifts and fruits of every marriage. But how much value is being placed when it comes to being a daughter? Charity Zakari in this special report takes a look at who a daughter is to the family and the society as the world marks International Daughters Day. The report.
The joy associated to the birth of a child in most Nigerian homes can vividly be described as that of jubilation and celebration. The values placed on children remain quite high. However, from one ethnic group to another, certain priorities are placed on the sex of the child. How does the society view families who have only daughters? Hajia Hafsat Umar Gimba, a 53-year-old woman, has been married for 36 years. She is a mother of 7 beautiful girls. She shares her experience.
I have a very, very patient and understanding husband who has been very, very supportive of me and the children. He has seen that he has educated them well. I thank God for that. I want everybody to correct that notion that because I don't have a boy, nobody can take care of me. It's not like that. I can give example with myself. I have some of them working. By the time, if it's end of the month like this, everyone is trying to get me something to make mommy happy. They don't want to see me sad. Whenever they see me sitting down quiet, they all come around me. And at the same time, they are very, very close to their father. Even they are more closer to their father than me.
I also interacted with Hajia Gimba's third daughter and the fifth, who is a graduate with first class in computer software engineering.
I am so happy and proud to be a member of this family because my parents have given me a vast opportunity to study and become a proud software engineer. I give thanks to Allah and my parents for this, for allowing me to be myself, for allowing me to find my place in this world, and for allowing me to be the woman that I am.
Many Nigerians acknowledge that efforts of the global community through the recognition of the International Daughters Day to be observed on the 24th of September is a concrete step to help eliminate traditions and beliefs which view the girl child in any negative perspective.
From the Beijing conference that was held years back, women were given prominence. Women are supposed to be given that prominence in every society because of the potentials that they have.
When you train a daughter, you are training a whole nation. Let me give you an example. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala is a daughter of somebody. Today, the whole world is hearing about her. They started from home training and they get to the society. They never allow the society to change them. Rather, they change the world.
They are the weaker vessel in terms of physical strength. So they need greater protection. That's what I can say. They need greater protection. You know, a boy can easily walk out in the night and your heart will not skip. But when your daughter is not home by 6, 7, 8, 9, you begin to worry because she's very vulnerable.
If given the right opportunities to develop, daughters will live their dreams and contribute their quota for a better society. Charity Zakka, NTA News.
Well said, Charity. Now, joy and laughter filled the air as the families of Muhammad Murtala Turaki and Alhaji Abdul Ghani Yusuf converged on Suleja, Niger State, to join their children Salamatu Murtala and Turaki Yusuf Abdul Ghani in marriage. Hawagimba reports that the wedding Fatiha and prayers were done by prominent Islamic scholars.
It is the joy for every parent to see the success of their children in all ramifications of life. This was the situation when parents of Salamatu Turaki and Yusuf Abdulganiu witnessed the exchange of marital vows of their children in accordance to Islamic rites. Families, friends, and well-wishers, it was a marriage with abundant blessings as parents of the couple were ushered in with their beautiful, glowing fashion statements to the dance floor to celebrate with their children. Islamic scholars in attendance prayed for the couple, while Ustaz Musa Olaofe of Ansaruddin Society of Nigeria, Abuja branch, gave them secrets to building a happy home and successful marriage.
That Almighty Allah who has joined them together will put barakah in it and will make them to live long and with fruitful children that can be very useful to themselves and useful to the nation and useful to the world.
This note, I congratulate the parents of the bride and the parents of the groom for a job well done. Equally, I congratulate the couples, the bride and the groom, for making the parents and families and friends and all of us proud today.
Parents of both families could not hold back their joy and join well wishers, wishing them marital bliss.
I wish her success in her husband's house, and I wish her Allah guidance, I wish her Allah support, I wish her Allah highest protection, and may Allah grant her the best care. And I'm putting her as amana to the family of the husband.
Yeah, and we pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bless this marriage with triple plates in the next 9 months. Inshallah, we'll be here to gather here again to celebrate them, inshallah.
For the couple, their coming together had been predestined by Allah.
Alhamdulillah, I feel so happy, I feel so blessed. May Allah bless the union.
I wish myself a happy marriage life till Jannah do us apart, inshallah.
Friends and families join to wish husband and wife a beautiful marital bliss.
Okay, actually, you are supposed to dance.
Regular traffic jam experienced along Apo Mechanic Road has become a worrisome occurrence as motorists are calling on relevant authorities from the quick construction of a roundabout to ease movement at the ever-busy Nankogi Junction. Correspondent Odirogboro Arutere was among those trapped in the early Monday morning gridlock on the road.
Apo Mechanic Road is one major road in the city center linking Lokogoma District, Kabusa Village, Wasa, Waru, and even down to Kerishi Town. Residents of these areas come to town through Apo Mechanic Road on a daily basis.
This is Dankogi Junction along Apo Mechanic Road, the entrance to the Apo resettlement. The traffic situation this Monday morning is so heavy that it is as long from this Dankogi Junction close to the ShopRite, the Apo shopping mall, down to the Kabusa Junction. And that is not the end of the traffic as it goes further down to the Nepa Junction going to Gudu.
The influx of vehicles, tricycles, and motorcycles have been said to be responsible for the early morning and evening traffic jams on the road.
Maybe alternative routes and then to dualize it. The traffic situation is under control by the men of the vehicle inspection officers, the VIO, and some federal road safety staff are still on ground to ensure free flow of movement.
The DPO of Apo Resettlement, Usman Adamu, was spotted among his men, ensuring free flow of movements.
In Abuja, Odiri Ogboru, Arutere, NTA News.
Time now to join our sports desk for Sports Brief.
The Minister of Sports Development, Senator John Eno, says the ministry will not focus only on success at competitions, as it will prioritize grooming of budding sports talent to become world beaters. The minister revealed this during a briefing in Asaba as he reiterated the unwavering commitment of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu towards revamping the sports sector. Elsewhere, the Bafana Bafana of South Africa have lined up 2 friendly matches against Cote d'Ivoire and Eswatini ahead of their 2026 World Cup qualifier against Super Eagles of Nigeria. In the race for the 2026 FIFA World Cup, Nigeria are in Group C alongside South Africa, Benin Republic, Zimbabwe, Rwanda, and Lesotho. Talking golf, over 500 players from Nigeria and 4 other countries will jostle for glory in the prestigious 2023 IBB Independence Golf Tournament to commemorate Nigeria independence. And to volleyball, Confederation of African Volleyball has announced the cancellation of the African Nations Senior Indoor Championship. The volleyball body cancelled the championship due to the fact that some participating countries faced challenges in obtaining travel documents for their players. With Sports Brief, Francisca Bile, NTA News.
These were some of the stories making our 1 p.m. news, and just before we go, a recap of some top stories. Tragedy was averted at the Justices' Chambers of the Supreme Court early hours of today. Our correspondent reported that prompt responses from the FCT Fire Service and other disaster managers contained the inferno. And the Federal Capital Territory Administration's Directorate of Road Traffic Services has arraigned owners of 149 impounded vehicles, 100 tricycles and motorcycles before a mobile court at various traffic offenses. Thank you for your time with us at this moment. There will be more news at 7. Join us then. I am Abdullah Hajia. Good afternoon.